Hey everybody, it's Nick here with you. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to my quick reaction of the brand new song by Scottish rockers Biffy Clyro. It's a song called A Little Love. It's their first single from their still untitled, undated new album that I'm hoping is going to be out this year. I'm assuming it is, but this is the first single that we've heard from Biffy Clyro. Their first new music in 4 years, I believe, since 2021 when their last studio album, The Myth of the Happily Ever After, came out. I absolutely love that record. And, you know, Biffy Clyro are one of my favorite bands of all time. If not really the favorite band of all time, but one of my favorite bands of all time. You know, I've obviously anybody who watches this channel knows that Oasis are by far my favorite band of all time. They are number one. But Biffy Clyro are kind of like my favorite band currently making music today. You know, I know Oasis are back together. I'm very excited about that. I know they're back together, but they're not really making new music. And Biffy Clyro, you know, Oasis has been broken up for a few years now, 15 years, but Biffy Clyro have been making music that whole time. And I'm a huge fan of the band. And, you know, the band has been teasing new music on social media for quite a while. They were been posting stuff about them recording the album in Berlin in Germany. So we knew it was coming, and their new single, A Little Love, came out on Wednesday. And I was thinking, you know, with most bands, first singles can be kind of tricky because I don't know if you remember back in 2020 when they released their album, A Celebration of Endings. The band released the first single from that record called Instant History. That was released as the first single from that record, and fans kind of freaked out when that single came out because it was a lot more electronic, a lot less rocky than other Biffy Clyro songs, even though it was nothing to worry about because the album ended up rocking quite a bit. But that particular single, you know, had fans kind of freaked out that Biffy had lost their edge and they weren't going to put out a rock record. And with this song, A Little Love, it's not really the case because this song is pure Biffy Clyro. It's got everything that you would enjoy in a 3.5 minute Biffy Clyro single. It's heavy, but it's poppy, which is really the hallmark of their sound. Biffy Clyro has those big guitars and the big drums, but the melodies are really sweet and super catchy, at least with the newer incarnation of Biffy. And that, you know, to that point, some fans might be disappointed. You know, you can't really please everybody. But, you know, a lot of the old school Biffy Clyro fans, I consider myself more of a new school Biffy Clyro fan, even though I've been a fan of theirs for about like 15, 16 years now. But a lot of old school fans who've known the band since their inception, you know, they don't really enjoy that the band doesn't sound like their early albums like Vertigo of Bliss or Infinity Land. I prefer the more modern melodic Biffy, even though I love the old stuff too. But I know a lot of their newer stuff can kind of alienate a lot of old fans. But I don't really see how anybody could not, dig this song. If you're a Biffy Clyro fan, this really is a great first single from this new record. I think it is the perfect tease for the new album whenever that's coming out. I hope it's going to be coming out real soon. But it has all the elements of a great Biffy single. You know, it has the big guitars. The verse is kind of like a darker verse, but then breaks into that big explosive kind of exuberant chorus, which is very, very trademark Biffy Clyro. And I really love the positive message of this song as well. You know what Simon Neil is talking about, with a little love, we can conquer everything. We can conquer anything. And that's a really, really good sentiment for a song because we live in times where things are feeling a little bit negative. There's a lot of things going on in the world. And obviously Biffy Clyro is saying we need a little love out there to make things better. So I very much dig the sentiment of this song. Like I said, it has all the elements of a great Biffy single. You have that kind of spiky guitar riff in the verse and then moving into that big explosive chorus. Really like the bridge on this song. It's very, very catchy, as expected from Biffy Clyro. Now, you know, again, with every new album, you're always kind of nervous. Like, is this new single going to be good? Is it going to live up to their past material? And I think A Little Love is a very, very strong single coming out of the gate for new music from Biffy. And, you know, with the video for the song is pretty cool as well. I don't know if you've seen it on YouTube, but the band is doing, like, what are they doing? Like trust exercises or something? They're hugging, they're showing each other love. I really like that. It was a very heartwarming video, and it's kind of, I kind of wish that they did a little bit of a playing section in that video. I don't mind them doing the trust falls and the trust exercises, but it would have been nice to see them do a little performance in the video as well. And the thing with this song is that it's giving us a tease of the album without giving away everything. And the thing is, with every new album that comes out with any band, there's a very planned and executed marketing plan. And obviously Biffy Clyro are doing that with this new song, A Little Love. They started out with the social media teases, and then they went went into teasing the single. Now that the single's out, I'm sure we're going to start getting more news about a new album that it's probably going to come out in the fall. I imagine it's going to come. Maybe I'm going to say October, maybe November, but I'm going to say October for a new album from Biffy Clyro. So I really enjoyed this new single, and it's just like it has every element of Biffy Clyro that I really enjoy. I gave it the car test, right, where I blast it in the car. I bought it on iTunes and put it on my iPod. Yes, that's right, I have an iPod. I put it on my iPod and blasted it in the car, and it totally passed the car blast test. It rocked pretty hard when I had the volume way too loud in my car, but everybody else who's on the road heard the new Biffy Clyro single, and to them I say, you're welcome, because it kicks ass. It's rocking. I love Biffy Clyro. It's been way too long since we had new music from them, but really they deserved a break because they put out 3 albums 3 years in a row. In 2019, they put out Balance Not Symmetry. In 2020, they put out A Celebration of Endings. And then in 2021, they put out The Myth of the Happily Ever After. All 3 albums absolutely solid. I loved all 3 records, so they very much deserved a break. And then Simon Neil went off with Mike Venart, and they did the Empire State Bastard record, which came out in 2023. That album was maybe a little bit too heavy for me, but I still really enjoyed it, and I still really love the music that they do. Simon Neil and obviously Biffy Clyro's touring guitarist Mike Venart. Really love the music from them, but I was really glad to have Biffy back because I was like, all right, we're getting into 2025. It's already April, May, like when is this new album going to come out? When are we going to finally hear new music from Biffy Clyro? And here it is. We have new music from Biffy Clyro, A Little Love, first teaser of the new record. Hopefully we get some news about what the record's called and when it's coming out. Like I said, I'm going to guess October for the new record, maybe November, maybe even sooner, but it's already June. So I feel like the band still has a lot to do to roll out this new record. And then fingers crossed, they're going to go on tour. I know they're doing a bunch of festivals. They're doing Glastonbury, and they're playing a bunch of festivals in the UK and Europe right now. But really hoping they make a stop in Canada. Last time I've seen Biffy, I want to say like 4 times, 5 times. So I saw them 2011 at the Garrison in Toronto, which is really cool. I saw them at the Opera House in Toronto 2013. I saw them open up for Muse at the ACC, now Scotiabank Arena in Toronto in 2013 as well. I saw them on the Ellipsis Tour in 2016, and then I saw them in 2022. So I've seen Biffy 5 times, hoping to make it a 6th time this year, but I really dig this new single. Short and sweet. That's getting to the point. I really enjoy it and really love this new single from Biffy Clyro. It's got all the elements of a Biffy Clyro song that I love, and I can't wait for the new record. But now it's your turn. Hop into the comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are about the new song from Biffy Clyro. It's called A Little Love. Hopefully the new record comes out soon. If you like this video, make sure to toss me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. Make sure to smash the subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos, because pretty much on this channel, I just like to talk about bands I love, and Biffy Clyro are one of those bands that I love very, very much. You can follow me on social media at Nick Chino Music, and yeah, I'll see you guys again for another video here on the channel. Until then, rock on, everybody.